Calling that jazz is crazy, dude.
Oh my god, dude, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Okay, Ed Talenti. All right, let's get our energy up. Let's get our energy fucking up, guys. Yeah.
This is one of the most popular new jazz plug-and beat beats on the internet. And this is mine.
Ah, man, I want to hear that beat more. That beat was actually dope. I'm sorry, I don't really want to hear yours, Ed. Not that you're bad, but...
Dude. Well, today I decided to give myself 24 hours to try and actually learn how to make new jazz plug-in B. And honestly, I have no idea.
Every time it says plug-in B, I'm just thinking plugins. Plugins.
So I'll be able to pull this off. Wow, this is crazy, dude. I'm very confused. Ooh, that's it.
This dude is so talentless. No, I think Ed Talenti is actually pretty good at music. He's not bad at all.
3 goals for today. The first one is to learn what do new jazz and plug-in B actually sound like. 2, where do these genres come from and the history behind them. And 3, can I make an actually good new jazz plug-in B song by the end of the video? I hope so, or this video is gonna be embarrassing.
I need to know if he really laughs like that, because the laugh always feels put on to me.
Okay, so first things first, to listen to some music and figure out what these genres actually sound like. Let's start with plug-in B first. Here we go. Ooh! Okay, that was sick. I'm subscribing to this channel. Let's check out a couple more. Nice.
Bro, let's be honest, that's a pointless sub, dude. Anytime I ever subbed to a type beat channel, I never clicked on another one of their beats ever again, dude.
Okay, so the drums are kind of similar, the sounds are kind of similar. Like,
I don't know if I'd even say it's like jazzy in any way.
I'm starting to get an idea of the sound. Dude, these are so good though. One more.
It does have that kind of a nasty feel to it, but sexy and nasty. Drop a like if you haven't, guys. Come on, 56 here.
Okay, I'm subscribing to this guy too. So I would say old synths, mellow chords, hard drums. That's what I got so far.
It seems like on the faster end of like tempos, right?
Are for plug-in B. Let's get into new jazz.
Dude, the rhythm is crazy on this one.
Oh, wow, okay. So kind of similar sounds, different chord progression, slightly different drums, a little bit harder, but I don't know if it's just this one beat. I'm subscribing to this guy.
Bro, you gotta analyze that drum pattern.
Too, but I'm subscribing to everybody today. Let's try another one. Okay, I'm really starting to get an idea of what these genres sound like. Let me subscribe to this guy too. He's got 120.
What the fuck, dude?
4 subscribers. Well, hopefully this video will give him a few more. Okay, right now I have an idea of the sound, but I have so many questions. Why is this called jazz and it doesn't sound anything like jazz? Why do plug-in...
The first one he showed with a lot of subs, it did have a lot of like syncopation or something.
B and jazz always kind of go together, like plug-in B x new jazz, even though they sound pretty different? And why are these genres like so huge on the internet, but I've never heard a mainstream song sounding like this? I'm very...
Well, because it's so niche, dude. Of course, it's not gonna be a mainstream song sounding like this.
Confused. Anyway, before we can cook up anything decent, I need to do a deep dive into the history of this. So we need to deep dive. Okay, I'm far from being an expert, but I've watched everything I could find and I've learned a few things. So plug-in B and new jazz are 2 of the most exciting underground hip-hop genres to come out of the 2010s. They're both part of the broader trap genre. They evolved from trap, but they took it in completely different directions. Let's start with plug-in B. So plug-in B is a direct descendant of the original Plug, which is a trap sound created by producers like Maxi.
Ooh, there's actual history in this. I like it.
Dro, Stupid Cool, and probably the biggest one, the Beat Plugs Collective. Anyway, all of this happened in the early 2010s, so Plug is not exactly a new genre. I had no idea.
Okay,
I knew
Curtis.
nothing about this. So Plug music itself evolved from trap, but introduced a more like minimalistic, almost atmospheric approach to melody. Kind of like a more spaced out vibe. Then the genre kept growing and evolving.
Why does he look green screened on his own fucking studio here? Am I tripping right now? There's like an outline. It looks like am I crazy? Am I fucking crazy? It looks like he's green screened into his own studio right now.
In the underground, and at some point point in the late 2010s, here comes Plug and Be. Plug and Be mixed those like hard elements of trap, like the 808s and the drums, with more like R&B.
It's got that background blur. It looks like a post effect background blur though. It doesn't look, no, I know what camera focus is, but it doesn't look like camera focus. It looks like a background blur effect.
Be jazzy sort of chord progressions.
Yeah, it's like too out of focus to be natural.
The result is this sound that's more melodic and almost like emotional in a way. Something that's really hard hitting with the drums, but also kind of soothing at the same time. It's a very mellow sound. As far as the sound of Plug and Be, the beats are very like almost video game inspired. There's a lot of synth sounds from the 90s and the late 80s, like the DX7 for example. And often they have these like chiptune, almost like 8-bit lead melodies. But the drums are still like trap sounds, but softer and with this very recognizable pattern. This is a regular trap beat, and this is Plug and Be.
So different,
okay, on the
dude.
flip side of this, we have new jazz, a much more recent subgenre pioneered by an artist called Lunchbox and his producer Amir. Now, despite
what the fuck is new jazz, dude? I really feel like that's not a thing. I mean, like if it's a thing, it's just like a made up thing.
The name new jazz isn't really connected to traditional jazz music. It doesn't sound anything like jazz. There's no like
jazz.
Instead, new jazz, it's another form of experimental trap that introduces some weird, unconventional elements. I think the reason for using the jazz name is not so much because of the sound, but it's more for like the approach behind it. Trying to capture that like free-form, experimental, almost like improvisational side of jazz, even though the sound,
I don't think there's anything but genres and labels.
Sound has nothing to do with it. New jazz beats usually have these odd, like wonky 808 synth sounds and melodies that don't usually follow a typical like trap chord progression structure. This gives new jazz this new like fresh sound, but still keeping a direct connection to trap. The sound selection is kind of similar to Plug and Be, maybe a little bit harder drums, but the thing that really makes new jazz is the chord progression, which is in every single beat. This one right here.
Oh, so something like non-diatonic essentially. Bro, that's just, calling that jazz is crazy, dude.
So
am I crazy? Am I crazy? Because like I feel like just doing something non-diatonic and be like, wow, that's so jazzy. It's just, I don't know. It seems kind of reductive of what jazz is.
Genres connected to each other. Well, that's a question I couldn't really answer, and actually I'm asking you right now, if you know, write it in the comments and let me know why these genres always go together. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, I got Ableton opened up.
Well, it's probably because they sounds good together. That's if I had to guess.
Up and ready to go. I feel ready to try this out. Plug and Be a new jazz cook-up starting now.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now this one here, now this doesn't look green screened. For some reason the other one is green screen. Really fucking weird.
Starting now. Okay, new jazz and Plug and Be. So earlier when I was listening to a bunch of Plug and Be, I came up with this melody that just kind of been stuck in my head the entire day. And now I want to try to figure it out. So it's, what tempo is that? Like 150-ish? Let me find the chords.
I know, me criticizing green screening while I'm just like, to be fair, not criticizing green screens because this is my real studio here. It's just weird when you like green screen yourself into your own studio, which I have not done, by the way.
And then, ooh, I like that a lot. Let me open up Purity and get a bell. Let me start.
One thing that's always funny about this though is when some people will be like, how dare you use a copyrighted image? I'm like, I Suck by Spaghetti Images. I made that. I bought the picture and then I put my own fucking watermark on it. You think Spaghetti Images is a real thing?
Putting down some drums just so we have a little bit of a groove.
I feel like this could actually be pretty hard if you sped it up more.
Oof, okay, let me pull up Arcade. I want to try to find some like textures to kind of give a little more personality to this melody. And while I'm picking a sound in Arcade, let me tell you about today's sponsor. You guessed it, Arcade.
Oh.
If you already know what
See, I can't be mad about this sort of integrated sponsorship because like it was like pretty natural. I don't think it was completely ham-fisted into the video, maybe a little bit.
Arcade is, scan this QR code right here or click the link at the top of the description for a completely free trial, 100% free, no strings attached. Just go download it, try it out, and let me know what you think. Woo! If If you don't know what Arcade is, it's a one-of-a-kind sampler with new added sounds every single week. At the moment of this recording, Arcade includes over 64,000 playable samples, 13,000 plus instruments, and over 50 product lines included that allow you to produce in a ton of different genres and styles. Oh my god, dude, that's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, you know what we need next? We need like a main lead. We need something that kind of like drives the whole thing with like some really catchy melody. I think I'm gonna use Serum for this one. Ooh, yes! Here we go! 1, 2, 3, 4!
The faces though, the faces! Like, I don't get the faces, man. When people do this, I'm just like, are you really feeling it to this degree? Are you just putting that on for the camera? Like, what the fuck? Talenty can fucking play, but his personality I can't. That's exactly how I feel too.
Oh my god, yeah!
Imagine he's the complete opposite off camera. He just gets off camera, he's just like, oh, just starts punching shit.
Yes! That's exactly what we're missing. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we need bass, we need bass. Let me get an 808. Okay, so intro, bass right here. Okay, I feel like our plug and B section is coming to
definitely seems like stimulants. I gotta get on his own. Alright.
Together, now we just have to kind of transition into new jazz. So we gotta quickly figure out how to do that. Okay, I think right here we're in loops. I'm gonna come in with the new jazz chords and we're just gonna switch out of nowhere.
Dude, he has to be on ADHD medicine.
Let me hear the transition.
That is ADHD medicine if I've ever seen it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, I think I figured out what's going on here. He's acting, man.
Duplicate the chords to this other sound.
I think like if he like offset some of the claps a little bit.
Hold on, let me find another lead for this part. Ooh, wait. That's it. Something like that.
Wait, we really got two fucking leads just happening like this? That's okay, that kind of works.
Crazy!
Wait, that kind of works, that kind of works.
The thing I want to do is get my bass. I'm going to pull up Purity and I want to duplicate the bass on like some sort of distorted guitar. I saw some guy doing that in a tutorial and I want to do that too. So Purity, I'm going to go guitar, some sort of like distorted.
I hear pretty good things about Purity. I've never really used it though.
Guitar. It needs to sound though. It needs to be like one of those MIDI 90s guitars. Yeah! Yeah! Dude, shout out to that tutorial. That was a great idea. Okay, I think the only thing missing is the pow, that weird synthy bass. That's good enough. Okay, so we have our intro. Drop! Yeah!
I feel like if the drums sounded more unstable, it'd be better. Like that's kind of what the other one sounded like. That made it like really interesting sounding. That one from like someone with like 300,000 subs.
Jazz!
It's not any better.
And be new jazz in 24 hours. I'm pretty freaking happy with this. What do you guys think? Don't forget to grab all the free stuff in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
He first sure has like some Adderall energy. Why bro's so happy by every little note he plays? Not want to be negative or anything. That's what I've been saying, bro. I've been saying it every time I watch him. Like no hate though. No hate. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit of hate. Just a little tiny bit though.